From ABC7, this is Eyewitness News in high definition.
Welcome. Our first story tonight is about the one laptop per child.
One laptop per child. That's our name and our vision. We want to create educational opportunities for the world's poorest children by providing each and every one with a rugged, low-cost, low-power, connected laptop. And this is that laptop. Say hello to the XO, a computer unlike any other, designed specifically to work in tough conditions and remote areas. It comes packed with software and activities to help kids learn, explore, create, and share. No matter what language they speak or where they live, the XO connects them to each other, to the world, and to a brighter future. We're a non-profit organization, which makes these kids our mission, not our market. That's why wherever the XO goes, there are 5 core principles everyone agrees to. First, kids get to keep the laptops. They have to be free to take them home and use them whenever they want. That's kind of the point. Second, we're focused on early education, which means kids about 6 to 12 years old. Third, we have to deal in large numbers of laptops, so whole classrooms and schools get them at the same time, so no one gets left out. Fourth, kids should have a connection to the internet, because there's neat stuff to learn on the internet. Fifth and finally, the XO must include free and open source software. Then the laptop itself can easily grow and adapt with the needs of the child. So, in a nutshell, that's us, an organization that makes a small computer to serve a big cause, bringing education to children all over the world, with one laptop per child.
But they are critics of one laptop per child. Intel has brought out its own classmate PC, and you can now buy netbooks for $100. So is the one laptop per child project now obsolete? Let's hear Richard Florida explain more.
Is the Hearst Professor of Public Policy at George Mason University. He is affiliated with the Gallup Organization and the Brookings Institution. He has taught at Carnegie Mellon, MIT, and the Harvard Kennedy School of Government. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Richard Florida.
And I wrote about this, and probably like many of you, I saw there was an easy formula to economic development. If you create the good, high-paying jobs, if you support the growth of those high-technology companies and industries, all good things will naturally follow. Because if you have those good jobs, surely the people that you want to recruit, as standard economics tells you, will move to the jobs. And then there was a lovely spring morning in Cambridge that changed my life. I drove into my office like I drove in on any other day. I parked my car in the parking deck underneath the Kennedy School of Government. I got a cup of coffee and my copy of the Boston Globe, and I went up to my office and I opened the paper. And the paper read, Lycos to move to Boston. And I said to myself, holy moly. Actually, that wasn't quite the phrase I uttered, a version of holy moly. I said to myself, holy moly, what the heck is going on here? So I called the people at Carnegie Mellon. I called the people I knew at Lycos. I put 2 of my best students back in Pittsburgh on the case to investigate this matter. And the answer that came back shocked me. You see, the mayor of Boston didn't put any financial incentives, no tax incentives, nothing on the table. Why was Lycos moving from Pittsburgh, where it was born, where its research and development assets, its core staff, its team was from? Why would it move from Pittsburgh, a low cost of business location, affordable housing, low cost commercial space, lots of place to grow and expand, fabulous universities? Why would it move from Pittsburgh to Boston? And the answer that came back shocked me to my core, and I wasn't ready for it. The answer the folks at Lycos told me was to get access to an already available pool of knowledgeable, innovative, and creative talent, not just in research and development, but in marketing and in management and in advertising and in all of the fields they needed to grow their business. They said to try to recruit those people to Pittsburgh would take a heck of a long time. Those people were already in Boston. And I puzzled on this for a long time. And I sat behind my desk, and I went home, and I stayed awake at night, and I tried to figure out what the heck could be happening. And one day it dawned on me. Instead of what the economists told us, what I taught my students, what I had written several books about, instead of people moving automatically to the places that had the highest paying jobs, just the reverse was occurring. In this one case of Lycos, in the city I then led, Pittsburgh, instead of the people moving to the jobs like they were supposed to, the jobs were moving to the people. Remember that. Each and every one of us who does economic development, the jobs were picking up and moving to the people, and I said, I have to find out why. And here's what I found out. We're living through an incredible economic transformation. I can't even begin to tell you how big it is. The economic transformation we are living through in our time is bigger, much bigger, orders of magnitude bigger than the transformation that gave us Pittsburgh and Cleveland and Detroit and all those great, Baltimore to our north, all those other great industrial cities. The transformation we are living through is bigger than the shift from a farm-based or agricultural economy to an industrial economy. We are shifting today from that older industrial style of economy built around factories and large steel complexes and automobile centers and all the rest to what I call a creative economy. Nope, it's a creative society. No longer is the fertile soil important. No longer is the size of our factories important. No longer is our ability to extract raw materials more important. That can be done better abroad and cheaper. There's only one factor of production that matters. That's each and every one of us. It's the human mind. I call it creativity for a simple reason. I don't call it knowledge. I don't call it information. I don't call it the new economy. I don't call it the internet economy. I call it the creative economy because creativity is something that each and every one of us share. It's an innate part of our being human beings. And the real challenge of our time is to tap and stoke more of that.
Is the one laptop per child a success? Let's listen to Nicholas Negroponte.
2 years ago, I would have been standing here making a proposition to you, telling you that the internet helps peace, or that one laptop per child would help eliminate poverty. But now, 2 years later, we have 2 million of these in the field, in the hands of children that are proving it every day. So it's no longer a proposition. So what I'm going to do is quickly describe what it's about. That teacher had never ever used a computer, for sure, but had always had the children lined up in rows, as stiff as sponge, listening, and then there'd be a recess and they could go out and then they'd come back. And it was very, very disciplinarian. And now this is the way he teaches. And the children run to get to school. Truancy. Students not going to school. Drop to zero.
That's all for tonight. Thank you for watching Eyewitness News.